There is a war cry rising from within you. It's not the sound of fear. It's not the sound of quitting. It is the sound of victory shaking off the dust of delay. It is the sound of heaven reminding you who you are and what you were made for. You were not made to retreat. You were not built to turn around when pressure rises. You are forged in fire. You are called for advancement. And today, God is saying with power and clarity, you will not retreat. You will advance. Every lie that told you to stop, silenced. Every fear that wrapped around your courage, broken. Every voice that said the mountain is too high or the battle is too hard, defeated. Because heaven is roaring over you, and heaven never speaks defeat. God does not author backward movements. He commands the charge. He leads the forward march. And He has planted something inside you that is not wired for quitting. So what if the battlefield is intense? So what if the resistance feels endless? God did not place you there to be crushed. He placed you there to conquer. You will not retreat. The enemy may have pushed. Life may have hit hard, but you are still standing. And that is not accidental. That is evidence of an unshakable call. You've questioned yourself, haven't you? Wondered if you're strong enough, asked if you misheard God, doubted whether the promise is still worth pursuing. But here is what the Lord says. The promise is not dead. The purpose is not cancelled. The call is not revoked. You are being called forward, not back. Do not shrink. Do not surrender. You are not the one who gives up. You are the one who presses through. The Spirit of the Lord says, advance. And with that word comes everything you need. Strength, strategy, fire, clarity. Heaven never commands without releasing power. If He says go, then He gives you the wind to move. If He says advance, then you will find favor on the path. You may have to walk through fire, but the fire will not consume you. You may have to march through opposition, but you will not be overtaken. This season is not about comfort. It is about conquest. Not about survival. It is about fulfillment. You've been praying for peace, but God is giving you power. You've been asking for rest, but God is giving you a sword. Because now is not the time to sleep. Now is the time to strike. Now is the time to move forward with focused faith and holy resolve. You may feel like you're moving slowly, but movement in obedience is always victory. Heaven does not measure speed. Heaven honors surrender. So take the next step, even if it's small, even if you have to drag yourself with scraped knees and a trembling voice, even if your history tries to shout louder than your promise, advance anyway. God is not intimidated by your weakness. He's not surprised by your weariness. He is the God who meets you in the struggle and infuses you with strength that's not your own. When you come to the end of yourself, you touch the beginning of divine momentum. And in that momentum, retreat is not an option. Collapse is not your future. Glory is. So stand up, shake the dust, wipe the tears, and grip the sword again. You are not finished. You are not forsaken. You are not fragile. You are armed and chosen and anointed to move forward. You are being summoned into strength, not by your emotions, but by the word of the Lord. And His word does not waver. His word does not retreat. His word stands, speaks, and splits seas. His word breaks chains, levels mountains, and breathes life into dry places. And that word is inside you now, burning, stirring, demanding action. It will not let you turn back, because God has not brought you this far to leave you here. You are not circling, you're crossing over. So rise, warrior of God, not with the noise of panic, but with the stillness of fire, not with fear of what's ahead, but with reverence for the one who goes before you. You were born to advance. You were born to confront what others run from. You were born to defy the odds and break the cycles. You will not blend in with retreaters. You will rise among the relentless. You are not just fighting for yourself. You are carrying breakthrough for generations. Every step you take forward breaks something off of someone else. Your obedience unlocks someone else's healing. Your endurance births someone else's hope. This is bigger than you, and that's why you cannot quit. Right here, before we go deeper, if this word is speaking to your soul, take a moment to like, comment, and share it. Let it reach those who feel they're on the edge of giving up. Subscribe so you don't miss another prophetic charge like this. We're not just building a platform, we're building a movement. One voice at a time, one declaration at a time, until every chain breaks. Now listen, God has not changed his mind about you. You may have stumbled, you may have paused, you may have even run the other way, but the call is still active, the mantle still fits, the fire still burns. There is still more territory to take, still more glory to see, still more battles to win. This is not the time to analyze, it is the time to advance. You were created for moments like this, moments where pressure exposes what's really inside you. And what's inside you is not fear, it is fire. What's in you is not hesitation, it's holy courage. What's in you is not defeat. It's a roar that shakes walls and awakens promise. You don't need to wait for ideal conditions. You don't need applause. You need faith. You need focus. And you need the conviction that says, I will not stop here. Every forward step is a threat to hell. Every refusal to quit dismantles the grip of darkness. Every time you rise when it would be easier to collapse, you remind the enemy that you don't serve a God of retreat. You serve the God who advances with fire, cloud, and thunder. And he is walking with you now. He is the commander of your breakthrough. He is the author of your endurance, and he is the finisher of your faith. So lift your eyes, lift your voice, lift your feet. March forward. Tear down what tried to stop you. Build what was always meant to stand. You are not in this fight to survive. You are in it to win. You are in it to reign. God has not given you a spirit of fear. He has given you power. And that power doesn't run. It confronts. It overcomes. It advances. So whatever wall you're facing, whatever voice is taunting you, whatever weight is pressing you down, answer it with movement. Answer it with declaration. Answer it with relentless faith that refuses to break under pressure. You are not being buried, you are being launched. What feels like pressure is just the tension before the release. What feels like a setback is just the setup for glory. You don't need to see it all to move. You just need to know who goes before you. And the one who goes before you is the one who split seas, crushed giants, shut lions, and still calls dead things out of tombs. So speak like you believe. Walk like you're carrying fire. Think like the battle is already won. Worship like the walls are already down. Move like you're unstoppable. Not because of your strength, but because of your source. And when resistance comes, and it will, smile. Because you know this isn't the end. This is the stretch before the surge. This is the climb before the view. This is the pressing before the oil. Heaven is backing you. Angels are surrounding you. The Spirit is within you. The Word is ahead of you. You are not alone. You are not retreating. You are not done. You are moving forward. One step at a time, one decree at a time, one victory at a time. The enemy hoped you would retreat, but he underestimated your God, and he underestimated you. So today, declare it with fire in your bones and steel in your spine. I will not retreat. I will advance, and nothing, no one, no lie, no storm, No delay, no attack will stop me, because God is with me. And if God is with me, nothing can stand against me. Now go. Advance. You are crossing the threshold of hesitation. No more standing at the edge. No more waiting for the wind to change. No more bowing to the intimidation of the unknown. You are stepping into territory that belongs to you, not because of your own strength, but because God already gave it. It's time to claim what's yours, take what's promised, and plant your feet where fear once told you to run. The enemy has watched you waver in seasons past, but he won't recognize this version of you. This version has been through the fire and didn't burn. This version has stood in storms and didn't sink. This version has lost battles and still rose with fire in their eyes. You are not who you were before the valley. You are not who you were before the crushing. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are ready. And that's why the enemy is terrified, because he sees you rising. He sees your steps. He hears your prayers. He knows that the one who should have quit is now a weapon in the hands of God. You are not marching in your own name. You are marching under the banner of the Lord of hosts, and the gates of hell will not prevail. Let this be the day you mark in the Spirit, the day the tide turned, the day you left retreat behind, the day your spirit shouted louder than your fear, the day your yes broke the silence of doubt. You are not shrinking back. You are advancing with heaven's momentum, because retreat is not in your blood. Breakthrough is.